Welcome to my Malaga Marathon training vlog over the next 18 weeks. Why? Because I want to capture it. I have obviously trained for lots of races over the course of my running career, but I do think you forget the ups and downs sometimes. You can remember the really high highs and the really low lows, but sometimes we totally forget the in-between moments, and that's what I want to capture. So if you're perhaps training for your marathon and you might find this interesting, or maybe you look back on this, or I'll look back on this and go, God, I remember how tough that was training through the summer, training through the winter, etc. So why Malaga? I've been there before. I went last December. This time it's in November, which could be a slight difference in terms of the weather. It was perfect last year, and I actually trained for that marathon coming off of an ultra marathon. This time it's going to be different. I'm going to be training specifically for this marathon rather than sort of coming off the back of it. So last time I did the Highland Fling, 53 miles, started training for the marathon, maybe 4 or 5 weeks later, and it wasn't about distance because I already had the distance in my legs. It was about pace. Now, I still do have distance in my legs. I'm still roughly running between, about 40 miles a week. So my long runs are about between 12 and 15 miles. So it's not like I'm starting from scratch. But the important thing here is pace. So what did I get last year? 3:58. Was I surprised? Yes. I have been thinking about it basically since that day, going, was that a total fluke? Which is ridiculous because you're like, well, I ran it. It's not a fluke. But over the years, I have ran 4:15, 4.5, 4:04, 4:15, 4.5, 5 hours, 6 hours. I've been all over the place. This was the most consistent training block I ever had. But it's the only time I've ever got near that sub 4. And I did it. So I want to go back and try again. And this time, I want to set quite a steep, like a little steep challenge for myself. I want to get about 3:55, which I know it sounds, if you're not a runner, 3 minutes sounds like that's fine, but over 26 miles we know it can be pretty tough as well. So what I'm nervous about is setting that goal. I'm also nervous the fact that we are in the middle of a slight heat wave, and I'm in Portugal just now, but when we go home it's still quite warm, and I'm a total winter runner, autumn runner, that I love colder temperatures. Now it will get colder obviously, but September is renowned for having a bit of an Indian summer in Scotland, so we will wait and see. I'm nervous about the temperature in Malaga, but I'm also nervous because how to put this into thoughts. I'm nervous because it went so well last year that I'm worried it won't go as well this year. But I have learned a lot from my running in the past few years, especially the ultra running. Last year when we went on holiday, my husband tore his Achilles, and my ultra marathon training went kind of on its head because I was the only driver in the house. I was starting yoga classes 3 times a week. I was working full time. I had the kids. He was off work. We had, the financial concern of all that. He was self-employed. But I still ran that race. Maybe selfishly, I don't know. But I still wanted something that was mine, that I could train for, that I could focus on. So my training didn't go as well, and I still did it. And I feel like I still carry that little bit of strength and determination. And I think that's what makes me want to do this even more as well. The other part of this is I am excited about going back to Malaga. I really like Malaga. It's a lovely city. It was really good fun last time. It was a really good course. Some bits are boring. Every marathon has boring bits. But I remember just consistently feeling strong, and there was space, you could just run your own race, and that's kind of what I want. Again, I know what to expect. Plus, travel-wise, it's so easy because pretty much every airport flies to Malaga. It's 20 minutes from the centre from the town to the centre of Malaga, and then you can pick up your number there. It's super central. There's lots of places to eat and drink. It's flat. But yeah, it was just a really great experience last year as well. So I'm not going to drone on. What to expect from this little series is I'm just going to be sharing the ups and downs of my training, really. The kit that I've used, the fueling that I'm using, how I'm fueling my body, not just for running, but before, after. And yeah, just sort of warts and all of how it's going. Something that I can look back on, something that if you're training for Malaga, it could be really interesting to you or not. Who knows? I'll obviously share my thoughts on Instagram as well, but I feel like YouTube is a real space just to kind of chat it out a little bit more. And yeah, if you're training for something, training for Malaga, or you're training for any other marathon, feel free to join me. I'd love to hear your thoughts, how you're getting on. And yeah, so please follow along for the journey, subscribe, share, share your own goals and comments in the comment section. And yeah, let's just power each other through this. So my training officially starts, I come back from holiday on Friday, the 24th of July. I probably won't start the Monday, I'll probably start the following week, which is the 3rd of August. So that gives me, I think, about 14 weeks of training. So yeah, we shall see.